Madini Mazimba, Sprout Zimbo here, back again. It's been long since I gave you a new video. I've been working on a number of album reviews. We are now towards the end of the year, and a lot of artists are releasing their projects. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll be giving you a lot of album reviews. Now for the meantime, I just thought, let me give you a video to keep you entertained. So for some time, I've been thinking, Uti, how can I familiarize more with the type of music that you like, you the fans? And the best way that I came up with is that, just tell me the top 5 local albums you have been listening to for the past 18 months. It doesn't matter when the album was released, as long as it's local and you are listening to the album in full, not just maybe you just listen to a couple of singles. I am talking about that time you just go to your phone, you select an album and you listen to the whole album. So firstly, I'll be giving you my top 5 albums that I've been listening to for the past 18 months. On number 5, it's Survival by Simon Chopper Chimbetu. Now I'm a huge fan of Chopper. If you ask me on a lot of days, I'll tell you that he's the best ever musician to come out of Zim. Then on the other days, it's Mukanya. Those two, they just battle it out at the top. For a lot of years, my favorite album from Chopper was 2000 Blend. I loved that album. I knew a couple of tracks from the Survivor album, but then this year, I started listening to this album. I just fell in love with the sound. It's just a masterpiece. With tracks such as Pane Asipo, Vanawai, Pasina Shanta Tadza, there is African Girl. It's definitely a masterpiece of an album. And give me 6 more months. You know what? This will probably be the album I listen to the most. It's just fantastic. On number 4, it's Mukumba with Rising Tide. Now this is a fantastic album. It took me some time for me to really understand and get to appreciate this type of sound that Mukumba has. But their music is very different from all the other music that is on the local scene. Their music is highly fused, the way they fuse a lot of genres is just amazing. I love the album with tracks such as Njoka, Manunge, there's Masangango, Yombe. This is definitely an album a lot of you must listen to. Also these guys are amazing performers. Attend one of their shows and you realize why they are always out on tour, and you get to understand that's why these guys are always getting booked for festivals all over the world. They're just amazing. Now from the moment I understood and started to appreciate this type of sound, I've been listening to this album a lot. I love this album, and I also enjoy their new track Kumkanda, and I'm definitely waiting for their new album. Hope they drop it this year. Number 3 is Brian Kadengu with Nyaya Zerudo. Now I'm a huge fan of this album, and if you have been following me for some time, you know how much I love this album. It's a masterpiece. It came out last year, and if you ask me, it was one of the best albums of 2015. It is up there with the likes of Jerusalem and Ngoma Ndaimba. It's just that fantastic. Now I first heard Brian on radio, then I started looking for his album, then I found it early this year. Then since then I've been abusing this album. I've been listening to it countless times. I've given it to all of my friends, and to all of those people that I've given this album to, they fell in love with the album. Who can resist tracks such as Matida, Marunjea, Nyaya Zerudo? It's just a brilliant album. On number 2, it's Kwedu by Victor Knonga. Now this album came out last year. I've been a huge fan of Victor for some years. And I love the way he changed his sound. He proved his sound on Kwedu. Before, his songs were mellow, they were all quite chilled. I enjoyed them, but they really didn't fit a lot of moods. But on Kwedu, he really upped this game. I love the traditional feel this album has. It's just on point. Everything about this album is just on point. And I've been loving this album from last year. I've been listening to it for a lot of times. Now, I would make sure, for those friends now, they will definitely listen to this album. It's a fantastic album with tracks such as Reserva, there's Kwedu, the title track, there's Kushanda. It's definitely an album I love very much. Number 1, the big one, it's Tose by Alexio Kawara. Now, this is the album I've listened to more than any other album in the past 18 months. I love this album. This is a masterpiece of an album, with some amazing tracks such as Tosa, the title track. There's Chipo Changu, there's Newe, there's Chinyanyi, there's Save, there's Paunoda. It's an album I love very much. I hold it very dear. And I'm very happy with this year. He said you'll be releasing a new album. He gave us an amazing track titled Nehana a couple of months back. It's a fantastic track. But I just love Alexio. I just love the feel this album has. And Kubabaraka Buddha, it was slow. The album started very slow because it seemed a bit slow, but then I started loving some tracks. Chuando Wand, I forgot about Chuando Wand. It's another classic of a track. And over the years, I fell for this album and I've been listening to it more and more each and every year. It's a fantastic album, and it is the album that I've listened to the most for the past 18 months. So yeah, those are the 5 albums that I've listened to the most in the past 18 months. And I think from the list you'll find out that I'm a big jazz fan. I love some Afrofusion. I love some traditional music. That's me. Now, your turn. Go in the comment section. Tell me the top 5 albums, local albums you have been listening to for the past 18 months. And in that way, you know what? I get to know the type of music you want. And when I do album reviews, I know which albums I should look out for. So anyway, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.